decide to open here against the Huskies today. Northeastern checked in tops in the CAA in three-point percentage. Roll and Ojabo about to jump it up. Ojabo wins it back to Allen, and we're underway here from Matthews Arena. Huskies will go right to left on your screen. They're in their home whites, red lettering, black trim. Louisiana Tech in their away blues with the red lettering, white trim. This is Matt Janning. Pull up three long. Rebound is going to go to Ashalou.
Janning tried to get off, big start here, keep the crowd into it, trying to take a three. He almost had it, but just missed it. Now we'll see Louisiana Tech going to try to take the early lead.
Huskies open in a man-to-man defense, and it's going to be Bigby on Gibson. Again, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs. Keep an eye on that. Alwayne Bigby, the freshman out of Toronto. Entry into Ashalou, right block, goes up strong. Layup no good, follow no good from Guyton. Another offensive rebound. Roll gets it, buries the bucket. Louisiana Tech gets on the board first.
And it's been rebounding that's been killing the Huskies. It killed them there again. Huskies have had a lot of trouble rebounding defensively. They've been letting up a lot of offensive rebounds. They let up a lot of them to William and Mary, and especially they had one down at the end of the stretch. William and Mary able to get a bucket with just 2 seconds remaining to beat the Huskies by 1 on an offensive rebound. There again, getting killed.
Free throw on the way here for Roll after the foul on Manny Adako. Roll has that one rim out. Rebound goes right to Gibson as both Ojabo and Janning didn't really go after the board. A lot of offensive rebounds in the early going. That's 2 for Gibson. Louisiana Tech leads at 4-zip. So offensive rebounding will be something to keep an eye on, and Louisiana Tech does open in that 1-3-1 zone defense. It'll be up to the Huskies to shoot their way out. Allen skips it over to Janning, who missed on his first attempt. Janning, entry high post for Adako with 14 on the clock. Now back outside Janning, right wing. Moved around, Chasen Allen, entry in for Ojabo, good off the window. Huskies get on the board, they trail 4-2.
Well, it's good there for the Huskies that they got a basket, get themselves moving. That 1-3, that one defense with the top, out on the top for Louisiana Tech, really frustrating the Huskies. They're going to have to pass and shoot their way out of it, like you said, Adam, and it might be a little tough, so it's good that they got an opening basket there.
Entry inside to Roll, and no whistle, a lot of contact that time. As the Huskies force the turnover, Janning finds Allen near side wing, pull up 3 off the mark, rebound goes to Brown.
Huskies seem a little over anxious here. The 2 3-point shots by both Janning and Allen. Got to get settled down here and take your time with the shot.
One-footed runner from Brown off the mark, and this time the Huskies corral the defensive rebound by Adako. Huskies with numbers. Allen tried to get it to Bigby, and it'll be Louisiana Tech basketball. As the Huskies turn it over, it looked like Allen and Bigby weren't on the same page there, Jared.
Yeah, and really both teams have yet to settle down. You've seen Louisiana Tech rush a couple shots on the other end. Bulldogs, playing, a little bit rushed. As you said, they're a little bit over anxious. I think the same there. Well, Chase Allen could have just went at the hoop. He said he tried to find Bigby. Bigby wasn't on the same page.
Remember, big game jitters here. This is the first time ESPN or ESPN2 has been in this building since 1991. That was the NAC championship between the Huskies and the Maine Black Bears, which the Huskies eventually won. That was the last time Northeastern was in the NCAA tournament. Ashalou left off near side wing. Gibson tries a 3 off the mark. Rebound goes to Janning. Huskies trail 4-2, 17:38 left here in the first half. As Janning working on Guyton. Bulldogs back in a man-to-man defense now. Adako, short post, is going to be whistled for the travel. Another turnover on the Huskies.
It's been turnover city for the Huskies so far. Had the bad pass from Allen over to Bigby that he couldn't get. Now Manny Adako right there couldn't keep his pivot foot set. He gets called for the travel, and it's obviously still very early here. Both teams still feeling each other out. But the Huskies seem just very, out of shape. Not out of shape, but out of sync right now on the offense.
This is Ashalou with it, near side wing. Gets it outside for Roll. And it's going to stay Louisiana Tech basketball. Bigby touched it last on the sideline, 22 on the shot clock. By the way, don't expect a lot of substitutions out of either of these teams. Louisiana Tech, 10th in the country in starters minutes. Northeastern, 19th. So neither team uses their bench very much. As this is Brown, long 3 on the way, drains it. DeAndre Brown gives the Bulldogs a 7-2 lead, 17 minutes left in the first.
Brown almost averaging 11 points per game, a junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, right there, way behind the arc, totally knocked it down, and he doesn't seem at all imposed by Matthews.
Allen into the paint, left off Adako, struggled with the catch, offensive rebound. Ojabo blocked by Roll, but it's going to be a goaltend. Roll got a hand on that one. He leads the WAC in blocks per game. We mentioned, Jared, a lot of scouts in the building to get a look at Magnum Roll. Could be a man amongst boys here today against Northeastern's front line.
I mean, yeah, well, his height is just unmatched. He's 6'11" right there, and Huskies caught a break as Ojabo put up a shot. I mean, he was just all over the place, and I say that he's the guy that you're going to watch out for because he's going to be big.
Gibson entry to Roll on the pick and Roll hangs in the paint, drains the bucket. Louisiana Tech up 9-4.
Roll, a transfer from LSU, really showing a lot of everything today right now. He got the block on the other end. Did go for goaltending, but just showing how big his arms are and how big of a body he is.
Entry inside to Adako, outside Allen, tries the three from the corner, off the mark. Adako, check that, Bigby with the offensive rebound. Outside now for Ojabo. Huskies reset with 30 on the shot clock. Janning with it, far side wing, slashing in, reverse layup, good for Matt Janning. His first bucket, Huskies trail by 3, 9-6.
Great move by Matt Janning right there, going with the reverse layup. He totally had it all the way, totally went baseline. Looking good there for Janning. Huskies looking better.
Ashley blows by Adako and flushes it down with one hand. Athletic move by Olu Ashley. Louisiana Tech up by 5.
Well, yeah, don't forget, this is a big game for Louisiana Tech, just like Northeastern. They're looking to, gain some fans by being on national TV as well. And that was a great move there. Adako was nowhere to be found on the defensive end.
Allen splits the D underneath to Ojabo. Offensive rebound, Bigby dials up the 3, and Bigby connects on the three-pointer. Pulls the Huskies within 2 for Alwayne Bigby. Just the third three-pointer he's hit all year.
Well, we've seen some fireworks early right there. A dunk for Ashalou, and on the other end, Bigby comes through with a huge 3, getting Northeastern just down 2. And really, it's been shooting woes for Janning and Chase early, but Bigby right there, not showing that he's at all scared as a freshman, steps up and hits the big shot.
Well, we see Kerry Rupp about to dip into his bench as Roll drives to the basket. Tough turnaround jump shot, tip from Guyton off the mark, and the defensive rebound goes to Chase Allen. We will see Oliverson at the next whistle, transfer from Cornell. He's 6'10", so Rupp definitely senses a size advantage over the Huskies in the early going. Bigby off the screen, outside Janning, pump fake on the 3, pull up from 15 is no good off the glass, rebound Ashalou. Dumps it ahead now, Guyton, no numbers for the Bulldogs. We'll see if Guyton pushes, he's at the elbow, lost it, stolen away Janning, fired ahead, Allen on the break, Chase Allen, one dribble underneath the hoop, easy stick in for Allen, all square at 11, 14 and a half left in the first.
Great patience there by Chase Allen. Matt Janning knew exactly where to throw it on the break, and Chase Allen just waited until he had the chance, put up the easy layup. Good job by the Huskies, they're tied at 11.
Yeah, you see the patience and maturation of Chase Allen. 2 years ago when he was a freshman, you may not have seen that hesitance, but Allen pump faked and waited for it. Another steal by the Huskies as Bigby gets in the passing lane. Dumped off to Allen, near side wing. Entry inside Adako, near side block working on Roll. Adako, ball fake, hook shot. Huskies with their first lead, 13-11.
Manny Adako, great move there in the paint. That's his patented drop step. Hook shot move. Manny Adako getting a little more comfortable. Huskies look like they're right now settled in. We're about 7 minutes in.
Pull up 3 from Brown, off the mark. Rebound Ojabo, gets it to Janning. Ashalou is down. If the Huskies hurry, they could have had numbers, but Janning will walk things across midcourt. Finds Allen, near side wing, 3, off the mark. Rebound is pulled down by Ashalou.
Allen from outside right now is just very cold. He's had a lot of open looks. These aren't bad shots. I mean, he's leading the conference in three-point percentage, so it's not bad shots. He's just really cold right now.
Allen pressures Brown, gets into the paint, outside Ashalou, thought about the 3, jumper on the way from 18, short. Rebound is pulled down by the Huskies. As Allen comes up with it, in and out of the hands of Ashalou. Good box that time by Ojabo. Allen gets it up top, Janning, three-pointer on the way, connects. Huskies lead at 16-11.
Now Huskies on a big run here as Louisiana Tech hasn't been able to make any baskets going the other way. Huskies have seemed much more committed to the defensive rebound, as you said, Adam. Inkem Ojabo doing a good job boxing out, and Louisiana Tech right now down 5. Huskies have made a bunch of big shots here.
Roll. Top of the key, entry inside Guyton. Great look from Magnum Roll as Guyton stops the Husky run. The Bulldogs are down by 3, 16-13, 12:35 left in the first.
Well, Jamal Guyton getting right inside there. Nobody on him. He wasn't going to miss that one. Little baby layup there. Good job by Louisiana Tech getting right back in this game. They needed a bucket there.
Janning working on Guyton. Entry inside Adako working on the smaller Ashalou. Layup good for Adako. He stuck it to Roll, just stuck it to Ashalou. Huskies on top by 5.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, Adam. Ashalou, the smaller guy there. Adako's got the size advantage, and he's going to try to take advantage there as he gets his 4th point of the game.
Mentioned Chase Allen with 23 last time out in the win over UNC Wilmington. Adako also chipped in 22. As Brown gets it back to Ashalou, 20 on the clock. Ashalou dribbles in free throw line, jump stop, tough layup that time by Ashalou. As we are at 11:56, Jared, and we just got our first stoppage in time. Huskies trot out Lima, Black, and Bataille, as we mentioned. Both Roll and Adako are having a seat. Adako with 4 points, also those 2 personal fouls. Roll with 4 points on the other end. Chase Allen also sitting things out early as Ashalou comes up empty on the first free throw. So we'll see how the Huskies fare with Allen off the floor. as 11:56 left, and again, since we're under 12, after that missed free throw, we hit our second media timeout. So at the flip side, Louisiana Tech racks up 77 points a game in the Run and Gun West. They're actually third in the conference. 7 teams in the WAC average at least 70 points a game. So 2 different conferences.
Ashlew, by the way, is only shooting 47% from the free throw line this year.
And he misses both as the rebound goes to Bataille. So Ashlew 0 for 2 from the line, although again, an important foul as Zadako has to sit with 2. Huskies have Bataille, Black, Janning, Ojabo, and Lima on the floor. Bataille bounced to Janning, 20 on the shot clock. As now Bataille gets it back. Entry high post for Black. Huskies in their flex offense against a man-to-man Louisiana Tech defense. Janning gets it right block, step back, jump shot off the mark. Black fighting for the offensive rebound, but it's pulled down by Redding. Bulldogs down 5. 11:20 left here in the first. Now they square up against a 2-3 Husky zone defense. And Brown's going to get the Bulldogs into their zone offense. 19 on the shot clock. Gibson hands off to Redding. Now back up top to Brown, as the Bulldogs have yet to penetrate this zone at all. Brown pull-up 3, deep pull-up 3 from the top of the key, connects again. Jared, second time we've seen Brown launch from deep and connect.
Yeah, DeAndre Brown, very impressive, and those 2 shots are way deep. That's NBA range. That's farther than NBA range right there for Brown, and he's looking really good. The Huskies, so far early in this game, you talk about Louisiana Tech averaging 77 a game. You got to credit the Huskies as they only have 16 points so far halfway through the half.
Louisiana Tech down by 2. That time Redding got in the passing lane, the freshman. Couldn't come up with the steal. Lima got it back. Entry to Ojabo, near side block. Turnaround hook shot is off the mark. Rebound is pulled down by Gibson with a full head of steam. Looking to go coast to coast. Gibson to the rack, connects on the bucket. We're tied at 18.
Good D on the break by Ojabo there, but great move by Gibson. Totally went right at the hoop, no hesitation whatsoever. And the Huskies on the other end, they got to watch out where their positioning are, because Louisiana Tech's going to try to run the break if they get a big defensive rebound that goes out far.
Bataille driving baseline, got it underneath to Ojabo. He draws the first foul on the Bulldogs. 10-11 left here in the first half. As that whistle goes on Oliverson, Ojabo will shoot 2.
Louisiana Tech right back in this game, tied up at 18 right now. And, it's just been right now their pace. And that's really a big key here. The Huskies have to slow it down a little bit for their style of game to work, because they're not going to outscore Louisiana.
Ojabo drains the first of 2 free throws. 70% free throw shooter on the year. He is tied for the team lead with 5 points along with Matt Janning. DeAndre Brown leads the Bulldogs here in the early going with 6. As we see Chase Allen check back into the game, as Janning has a seat. So the Huskies trade one scorer for another. Second free throw on the way here. Ojabo back rims that one, as the loose ball is going to be chased down by Brown in the corner. Remember, Jared, with Allen out of the game, the Bulldogs were able to come back in and tie things up. They went on a 5-0 run. So the importance of Allen kind of underscored there for the Huskies. We'll see how they do without Janning on the floor. As Northeastern stays in this 2-3 zone, they're going to make the Bulldogs beat them from the perimeter. Gibson tries a deep 3, and the offensive rebound goes to Jackson off the Gibson miss. Another offensive board for the Bulldogs.
Well, Brown's been the guy who's had the hot hand from out there, but Gibson, that's his first long shot. And, really, you talk about the Louisiana Tech team scoring a lot with Allen on the bench. It was not Bataille, because he's playing pretty good defense.
This is Redding with it, dumped off Brown near side wing. We've seen him hit twice from the top of the key. Back to Redding, far side wing, slashing in, gets to the block. Contact is there. We're going to get an offensive foul on Redding. He can't believe it. That time Ojabo set his feet, took the charge, turnover on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there. I wasn't really sure. It could have been a no call here, as you see on the replay. He goes up, and, it's tough to see the bodies there. You see the shot, but it seemed like, it was kind of contact both ways. Could have been a no call, but the Huskies take the charge, and they'll go the other way.
Credit Ojabo for stepping in, although I'm with you, Jared. It was
kind of late.
Was an iffy call.
I thought it was going to be a no call because it was a late call. I mean, I thought if anything, it could have been on Ojabo.
Allen over the screen, gets into the paint, and forces a pass out to Bataille. Luckily gets the ball 3, top of the key, good for Bataille. Brown couldn't come up with the steal. Huskies end up with a 4-point lead, 22-18.
Baptiste Bataille, huge shot there, coming up big, not really afraid to launch one from the top of the key. Good job by the senior out of Ferrin, France.
Gibson by the midcourt logo, 20 on the clock. Huskies lead it by 4, inside of 9 to go before halftime. Gibson splits the D, dump off Oliverson, looks real uncomfortable out there. Bataille handed the passing lane, foul is on Gibson, who just stuck his forearm out and just shoved Bataille to the side. Easy call that time. as Gibson's going to be whistled for the Bulldogs' second team foul.
And Bataille, of course, drawing more contact than you would expect. And you'll watch it on the replay here. I mean, he definitely gets hit, but he definitely, you know, also uses a little bit of emotion, a little bit of, I don't know if it's acting, but it's a little dramatic.
No, it's acting. I would agree
I'll
with
say
that.
it's acting. But, you know, this is a Louisiana Tech team that's never seen him before, so they're not really sure.
I mean,
he's going to be flopping all over the place.
Look,
today.
don't get me wrong, that was a foul, but oversold contact. And we say it at least once a game from Bataille.
Right.
Allen tries the pass into the
Hey,
corner.
it works,
It's turned over as Brown comes up with the steal. DeAndre Brown, the junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, and the Huskies steal it right back. That was Kari Black ahead to Bataille in transition. Smartly slows things down without numbers.
Yeah, there was 3 turnovers in a row there.
Janning, jumper from 18, good. That was a 2-pointer. Huskies lead it by 6.
And a timeout here going to be called for head coach Kerry Rupp. He wants to talk things over after Baptiste Bataille hits a 3, and then Matt Janning goes out and hits a long 18-footer. Yeah.
Bulldogs counter with Guyton, Roll, Redding, Jackson, and Brown. 3 starters in the game for the Bulldogs. Brown gets it to Guyton against this Husky man-to-man defense. 23 on the clock. Up top now for Roll. Working on Ojabo. Roll now gets it to Brown, near side wing, as the Bulldogs continue to move it around the perimeter. Not a lot of going towards the basket. Not a lot of north-south movement from the Bulldogs here, Jared.
Unless it's been on the fast break, you're right.
Entry inside Roll. One ball fake. Tried the reverse flush. Couldn't throw it down. Guyton comes up with another offensive rebound, however, and will get a jump ball. As it's going to stay Bulldog basketball, Bataille got a hand on it fighting with Guyton.
Well, Magnum Roll right there. I mean, he could have went up with an easy behind the 2 teams' benches, and they have students completely covering the floor. And, you know, also the lower bowl is pretty much filled. There's people on the balcony where we are right now. It is a very good atmosphere for college basketball, and ESPN2 televising this game. So, I mean, they're probably happy with the amount of crowd noise that's going on here.
Again, first ESPN or ESPN2 game since 1991.
It's been a while.
Here at Matthews Arena. Huskies were also in a nationally televised game in the Bracket Busters last year when they beat Wright State. Bulldogs inbound. They have Guyton, Redding, Jackson, Brown, and Roll. As this is Guyton with it. Bounced inside Roll. Back to Guyton. Pretty play. Guyton can't stick it, but we will get a whistle going against the Huskies. Third on the team.
It looked like Ojabo got him on the shoulder there with his hand. And, you know, Ojabo's only his first foul. But, Adam, you talk about the Huskies being nationally televised. They're not a stranger to it. They did get televised on ESPN against Siena the first game of the year.
No, it's just in this building.
Yeah, but right, in this building it's been since '91. But they did get televised earlier this year.
Guyton sinks the first free throw. He was quiet against Utah State. Does come in averaging 11.5 points a game. Second on the team with 58 assists. Also the leading three-point shooter in terms of percentage on this Bulldogs club. And Guyton hits them both, pulls the Bulldogs back within 4 after a 6-0 Husky run.
Right now, we've seen pretty spread scoring from everybody. Right now, the Huskies, Janning's leading them with 7. Ojabo's got 5. Adaka with 4. A bunch of different guys with the scoring.
Turnover Huskies. Bataille tried to get it underneath to Ojabo, and Brown eventually came up with it. See how Wayne Bigby at the next whistle for Northeastern. As this is Brown with it, you see the ESPN logo on the floor. Northeastern back in a zone defense now as this is Redding with it. Skip pass over to Brown. He's already hit a couple of long threes. Ball fake that time as the Bulldogs now with just 10 on the clock. Brown guarded by Janning over a screen from Jackson. Another 3 connects. DeAndre Brown, 9 points in the early going to lead all scorers on 3 three-pointers.
He's absolutely on fire right now. Just give him a little bit of room, and he's going to step up and hit that shot. Brown, very impressive from behind the arc, and he just, you know, he's been given a lot of room out there. Huskies are going to have to come out and really defend him now.
Zone defense now from the Bulldogs, as we have not seen the Huskies shoot it well from the perimeter. Black tried to lob it in for Ojabo. Turnover on the Huskies as Guyton came up with it. That's exactly what the Bulldogs want out of that 1-3-1. Roll gets the nice look from Guyton, and check that, Bulldogs actually have a 1-point lead, 25-24, as they take the lead back.
Yeah, that wasn't that good of an entry pass there from Corey Black. Tried to get it into Ojabo. It ends up being a turnover. And Louisiana Tech, the Bulldogs, coming down the other way, making the Huskies pay. Another easy basket right there from Magnum Roll. Huskies have to step up the interior defense.
Janning, deep 3, drains it. That's how you get your way out of a 1-3-1 defense. That's exactly what the Bulldogs want the Huskies to shoot, but if Janning is going to hit them like that, you can't sit in it. Huskies have a 2-point lead. Janning with the steal ahead to Allen, throws it down on the break. Huskies with a 4-point lead.
Well, a huge play there. It's all created by Baptiste Bataille. He's the energy guy, Adam. He comes through, gets the big steal coming from behind his man, and he gets it to Janning. Janning, he's an expert at that outlet pass to Allen, and Allen flushes it home.
Huskies back in his zone now. Janning with a 3 and an assist. Huskies with a mini 5-0 run to take the lead right back. Guyton, far side wing, looking high post. Ball fakes on Black. Still hasn't used his dribble. Now gets it to Jackson into the paint. Whistle will go against the Huskies. 4th on the team. This one's going to be on Baptiste Bataille.
Quickly raises his hand as he'll take the foul. And it won't be on one of the big guys there. As we get a couple substitutions coming in, Vinny Lima and Al Wayne Bigby. As here you see on the replay, Bataille knocked the ball away. He got called for the foul there, but on the play before that, he got away with a little bit of a reach in, knocked the ball away, and he created a fast break opportunity.
Bataille and Black out. As you mentioned, Lima and Bigby check in. Again, Adako's been sitting with 2 personals, which has hurt the Huskies. He started the game very well on the offensive end. Jackson nearly got it stolen away by Allen. Huskies in a 2-3. As this is Gibson over the screen by Roll on the near side. Good D by Ojabo. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Ojabo bodied up with the hedge, and Gibson just lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, Gibson tried to be physical there as he stuck out his forearm onto Ojabo, and as he did that, got the contact, he lost the ball out of bounds.
So a little 3/4 court pressure this time from the Bulldogs. Haven't seen this yet, as we'll see if they fall back into the 1-3-1. They do. Allen bounced over to Janning. Huskies working on a 4-point lead. As Janning gets it high post, Ojabo, great skip pass over to Allen, wide open look, and Allen makes the Bulldogs pay. Kerry Rupp has got to get out of that 1-3-1. Huskies lead it by 7.
Well, Allen finally is able to get going there behind the 3-point line. He's been open all day. As you said, Adam, in that 1-3-1 zone, he's going to have a lot of room out there, but really Allen doing a good job burying that bucket. Huskies now all of a sudden open a 7-point lead.
It was man-to-man early from both clubs. They both switched into zones recently. As DeAndre Brown with 3 3-pointers for the Bulldogs. Gibson also hit one. This is Guyton, pull up from the elbow, shot no good, rebound Bigby. 4:05 left here in the first. Huskies with their largest lead, 32-25. Chase Allen just hit a 3 last time down the floor. You mentioned Jared, he started cold. Leading 3-point shooter in the conference, can't keep giving him open looks. Allen slicing in to the bucket, good off the window. Huskies lead by 9.
Chase Allen, great move right there to get into the bucket. Now we're going to get a timeout again for Kerry Rupp, and he wants to talk it over. Northeastern with a big run. As you remember, Louisiana Tech took the lead 25-24. Northeastern has been on a 10. Delaware, that's at Delaware. Towson and Manhattan are also set to go at 2 o'clock. Ryder and Hofstra at 4, and we'll get to the rest later.
Ashelou back into the game for Rupp. Huskies in a 2-3. It is starters on the floor for Rupp. Lob for Roll, throws it down. Great design play out of the timeout that time. The alley-oop flushed down by Magnum Roll off the great feed by Brown.
Oh yeah, you definitely could tell that they went over that one in the timeout as it was executed perfectly. And when you got a guy like Magnum Roll right there, he's going to be able to throw that down, get it right for him close to the basket. Nice play.
Allen hands off to Janning out of the high pick and roll. Now near side wing, Bigby slashing in, draws the contact, fouls on Roll. That's the 4th on the Bulldogs and the 1st on the 6'11 senior.
Yeah, Roll not in any foul trouble there as Bigby does a good job rolling to the hoop as we get our final media timeout of the half. And Bigby, good job getting
5 of 9, Jared, from Northeastern. That's the main reason Kerry Rupp is going to stay out of that 1-3-1. As we're about to come out of the media timeout here, Huskies will have Black, Ojabo, Janning, Allen, and Lima, who takes the inbounds here from Allen. Huskies with a fresh 35, working against the man-to-man defense here from the Bulldogs. Janning tries to get free of Guyton, instead dumps off to Allen top of the key, over a screen by Black, back for Ojabo. Thought about the 18-footer, hands off Janning, slicing into the paint, left off for Black. Offensive foul is going to go on the Huskies. That is the 5th on the team, and it'll be the 1st on Matt Janning.
Tough call for the Huskies as they really look good on the offensive end there, especially passing. Janning got it inside to Black. Black had Ojabo there, but, you know, it's just a good play by Louisiana Tech, setting their feet and getting Janning off guard as he was leaning in there, drew the contact.
Huskies back in a 2-3. I think Coach Cohen would like to see Janning pull up and just take that shot instead of trying to force one in for Black. As Gibson over the screen from Roll, gets it to Guyton. Now the entry to Roll. Nice give and go as Guyton draws the contact, going to the bucket. Whistle on the Huskies. It is the 6th on the team. And for Corey Black, it's his first personal.
Well, Corey Black came over here. You'll see on the replay, he made a nice job just poking that ball out of it, but he got contact coming after he poked the ball away. He was able to hit Guyton on the shoulder, and Guyton right there got the contact. He's going to have shoot 2 right here.
2 shots on the way here for Guyton, as you point out, Jared. A 74% free throw shooter, hits the first, cuts the Husky lead down to 6 as Guyton has hit on all 3 of his free throw attempts here in this game.
Yeah, 5 points for him, 2 rebounds and an assist.
Second free throw on the way here for Guyton. The senior out of Odessa, Texas, hits on both. And now a little full court pressure here from the Bulldogs. Huskies lead it by 5. As Northeastern working against an active man-to-man defense from the Bulldogs. This is Lima near side wing. Bounce to Janning, top of the key. Lobbed inside. Ojabo throws it down. Huskies on top by 7.
Great play by Matt Janning. The court vision right there. Finding Ojabo behind a couple guys, lobbing it over the top, and Ojabo flushing it down. Great job by him to be there and get open on the back screen.
Huskies have stayed in the zone. They're going to make the Bulldogs beat them from the outside. As Guyton, near side wing, over a screen. Ashalou, and Guyton does just that. Hits the 3 with the pull-up. Huskies lead by 4, 36-32.
Oh, well, you said it right there, Adam. In Louisiana Tech, really, a lot of their buckets that have come have been from the outside. You get 3 3-pointers already for DeAndre Brown, and now Guyton knocks one down for himself, and they're right back in this, only down 4.
Lima, far side wing, bounce to Black. Now outside, Allen, 17 on the clock, near side wing. Allen over a screen, Ojabo, look to get it back, instead finds Lima. Huskies move it around the outside to Janning. Janning on Guyton, draws the contact as Jamal Guyton whistled for his first personal, the 5th on the team. $1:38 left here in first half action. Huskies lead it by 4. Jared, I got to say, I've been impressed with Guyton in the early going, offensively and defensively. He's had Janning as his main assignment.
Well, yeah, since Louisiana Tech switched to this man-to-man defense, it's been pretty tough. I mean, Guyton is right up on Janning here, and the man-to-man has been very, very tough for Northeastern to break free.
Allen, open look over the screen, 3 ball off the mark, rebounded by Roll. Gets it ahead now to Brown. Will pull things out with 28 on the shot clock. Brown, entry to Roll, high post, can't connect on the jump shot as the rebound goes to Allen, nearly stolen away Ashalou. Allen splits the defense now as he pulls up far side wing, hands off to Janning. Huskies will set up from there. Janning outside Allen in the corner. Allen trying to dribble away from Gibson, driving baseline, and it's going to stay Husky ball. A lot of contact that time between Guyton and Allen.
Yeah, both of them kind of fell onto the cameraman under the hoop there as Allen went down pretty hard. You'll see right here, Allen driving baseline. Very up close and personal shot. There's a lot of contact there, Adam.
1 minute left in the first. Huskies on top by 4 as they have 12 on the shot clock. Allen over a screen, Ojabo. Brown got over the top of it. Allen backdoor, bounce pass to Janning. Lays it home off the window. Great play that time by the Huskies.
Yeah, Janning able to hang in the air just long enough to get the shot over him. And a good play by him, a great pass by Allen.
Guyton near side 3, his second straight 3-pointer as he connects. Pulls Louisiana Tech within 3 points, 38-35.
Guyton's second 3 in a row. He's been able to answer every time the Huskies get a little bit of a lead. Guyton puts him right back into it. No breathing room right now. Huskies are up 3. This is going to be one of the last possessions. There's a 2-second differential.
Guyton, first Bulldog in double figures with 12. He's tied with Janning for the game-high score. Janning also with 12. As you mentioned, Jared, 2 3-second differential here between shot clock and game clock. Black loses it right to Gibson as Gibson pulls up near side wing, finds Brown in the corner, slashing to the bucket. Brown draws the contact. 3.8 seconds left in the first half. Brown is going to shoot 2.
Well, a little bit of a sloppy possession there for Northeastern as Corey Black didn't really know what to do with it, kind of turned it over. And then on the other end, Vinny Lima was hacking away on the break. Didn't get called for the foul, but he disrupted the play a little bit. And then we saw Brown get wide open, and a lot of a contact as Janning and Ojabo came over as he drove to the hoop.
2 shots here for Brown. Remember, the only reason Black's in the game is Adako has those 2 fouls. Black with a costly turnover, which might let the Bulldogs pull within 1 if Brown hits both. He does hit the first. DeAndre Brown is now the second Louisiana Tech player in double figures with 10. As we'll see Kerry Rupp dip back into his bench, we'll see Anson Bartlett for the first time, as Bartlett's going to check in for Guyton.
Bartlett, a sophomore from Little Rock, Arkansas, averaging just 2.2 points per game. Not getting too much time off the bench here, but he'll get in for the last couple seconds of the half.
Second free throw on the way here for Brown. And he connects on both. Bulldogs back within one. Huskies will have 4 seconds to get a shot off here. Ojabo nearly threw it away, but Ty couldn't save it on the baseline. Another turnover on the Huskies. Dangerous pass from Ojabo. Huskies don't like the call. Ball never should have been thrown in the first place, Jared.
Batai was not even open. I don't know why Ojabo threw it in his direction. And he's not really the guy you want to get a long outlet inbound to anyway.
So
here.
the Huskies are going to go.
Totally covered.
Jared, the Huskies are going to go from up 4 with the ball now to potentially being down at halftime after a pair of turnovers. Guyton gets it in. Ashalou deep pull-up three is short. So the Huskies dodge a bullet. They'll head into halftime with a 1-point lead, 38-37. I don't think Bill Cohen likes the way the Huskies finished that half.
No, it was just the last minute there that got them in trouble as they turned the ball over.